So, sorry, the tape right now. Sorry. So, tape, just spacing this thing. So they were saying, I'm never going to work out of Houston. Listen, it's a company that, let's see, has gives you everything for free, and then they don't pay you, and then they provide you housing, food, everything you need, every necessity you need as a human being, and you just work for them for that 4 hours a day, 5 days a week, 7 days, whatever you want to do. Doesn't really matter to everybody in the, anybody in the building it, in this community. Yeah, but these little tiny communities, or the intentional communities around saying, oh, it's good ideas, but there's still money involved. People have to give money in, and they have to pay money out, and they have to the land has to be paid. Everything has to be paid. So at one point, it's gonna all these intentional communities are gonna, or everybody's gonna run away and say, oh, you ripped me off for fucking $50,000 I gave it. So that's why intentional communities really don't work. That's why I don't bother. If it's not done around the entire planet, then it's worthless. If there's money involved anywhere, still, money, even if you pull it out from the root, not from cut it down, let's pull it out from the root. If it's anywhere, just like, you have roaches and they'll fall back. It's like they have roaches there, and then you put the bomb and they'll fall back in a little area eventually. They're going to seeping out again and take it over all over again, because that's what money does. That's what the concept of money does. That's what the concept of saving. That's why the kings and queens never went away. They're the billionaires now. You understand? You think, oh, we did away with the king and queen. Now we have a president. Yeah, is he getting fucked by the rich guy that's fucking funding his shit? Either side, whatever, it doesn't matter. They don't give a shit about sides. You do. They waste your time worrying about sides. So, like that person I'd work for. Other than that, goodbye. I don't care. I'm at this point, it's like 57. I'm going to be 58 next month. I don't care if I die tomorrow. Honestly, I don't give a shit. I don't care about this place. This place is worthless. This whole planet is a fucking. It's like when you see that it's a fucking prison planet, you see that it's a prison planet. You're like, I don't want to do any of this shit, but I got no choice. I'm here, so. Thank goodness the Target parking lot hasn't only thrown me out once or twice, because I started getting a little bit loud, but so far, just in my little corner here, right now, they haven't bothered me. Hopefully, I'll stay there. If not, I'll jump. I think the Walmart is all the way up there, and we walk with all this shit. It's like, because now, of course, I'm no longer with the storage unit. I'm there till the end of the month, but I'm only supposed to be there between 9 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. That's all you're restricted to go. That's what they said, John. I send you the texts they sent me. All right, so whatever. So I'm going to try to sell the few things that I have left in there. And at the end of the month, whatever's there is going to stay there, because I'm not going to have the money at the end of the month. I'm not going to have the money until next month, until 3 weeks into the next month. And I had the money like a week and a half ago, but I spent it. And it goes really fast. Because every once in a while, I don't mind taking a fucking shower, so I'll go into a fucking hotel, the cheapest one they got. It's like not on the weekends, only the weekday. And I'll stay 2 days, 3 days maybe, at $80 a pop. That's $300. Boom, gone. And then, and then whatever else is like, oh, this and that. It's like, and the plant medicine right now, I got no money for it's $5. It gives me nothing for plant medicine. In either place, ever, anywhere, $5 gives you nothing anymore for plant medicine. Maybe a little scraping or something. So I'm down to like I had to crack the old where is it? Oh yeah, the pipes that you can get at Zunleaf, the little really cute little pipes. But for $40, it's like a lot of resin in there. You just put alcohol in it, all you can smoke it. So instead of buying their very expensive concentrates. The concentrates are $90 for a little eighth, a third of an eighth. It's $90. Concentrate, but you only need a little spoon. You get all funny. So instead, I just, I got a lot of resin in here from a whole lot of weed, and that's my plant medicine for tonight. my concentrate. You know? So I had to break a fucking $40 nice little pipe. Oops, I just broke it again. I had to break a nice little $40 pipe so I could get it. They don't make these pipes easy to get the resin out of, you know. Escape, yeah, fucking, there's a whole bunch right there. I don't know, man. Yeah, fucking break it. So I just, you know, got a whole bunch of stuff I could carry in this cart now. I got a tent again, one tent somebody else gave me. I got a sleeping bag. Last night, I left yesterday. This all happened yesterday, so I left yesterday, and I didn't sleep. I was going to go into the place behind ShopRite, but I brought a tent out that was like something gave me a tent for behind the car, and it really didn't work with being a regular tent, and I couldn't figure it out. Fucking out the other one. So I tried and true, and I'll put this one up really easy, so I'll do this one. If I find a place to put the tent. Now, behind, people back there, I was like, you trust them, you don't trust them, you don't know, they don't like new people coming in. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a hillbilly land back there, you know? So I'm like, I went in last night, I started and I felt this energy, like, these people don't want me, I don't want to be him. So I came back to the Target parking lot and I made sure I didn't, right by the 3 trees, I'm right behind, the 3 trees are behind me. These 1, 2, 3 trees, they're very set exactly in a triangle, and they're perfectly matched to be able to create a very, very powerful energy source. So this is other than the tree over there in the ShopRite parking lot, this is the 2 trees that I feel the most comfortable. Even all these trees in here, I feel more calm. I could go up. That one is pretty good too. I can go up to any of them and grab them and hug them and put my body, my back behind, on their trunk. Just for a little bit, it's like 20, even like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, even 2 minutes, man. And I feel this powerful energy coming from them to me. They like me. I speak for them. I'm not like you guys. So, and the ones that do, thank you. They appreciate you, of course. Because they do give us oxygen and they do give us life, so, you know, you say. So I came here last night and I met this guy here. He was parked here. He's a Lyft driver, and he was, you know, he comes over here and crashes between, you know, a little bit between jobs, and talking for a little bit. He's from Turkey, and he's like, it was cool, I had boom. I ended up not sleeping. Yeah. Slept. Oh no, yeah, I did it. I ended up going to this, walking all my stuff to this little place right by Wawa's on 35. Just before Wawa's, it's like, I think they sell like exercise equipment or something, but there's nothing there. It's a big, and the windows are dark. And it's just the ground. And I know there's no food. They don't sell any food. So if there's no food, there's no roaches, you know, or rats. So I had a little actually much thinner. I bought the thinner one. And now today I went back and got the thicker one, sleeping bag. I just put it on the floor, and I think I crashed around like 5 or 6, and then woke up around, I don't know, 10. I think, man, 9:30, maybe like 9:30, like. Shit, and they were hoping everything, but they didn't bother me. They didn't kick me out. I appreciate that. And Neptune, I think it was Neptune Police, that saw me there with this card. Thanks for not waking me up and kicking me out. I really appreciate that. Okay, because that's what people don't see. You see, the thing is, I'm from New York, right? I worked in Manhattan for years, man. So you see this, and I was in Occupy Wall Street for 2 months. So you see this in Manhattan all the fucking time, and you don't. This guy's sleeping on the floor. Whatever, man. You know, now I'm doing it here, and I gotta watch out when I'm doing it, because if not, they'll come and fucking search me and ask me questions, and why are you here, blah, blah, blah. And no, you can't be here because the property manager saw you sleeping here, and he says he wants out from all you vagrants. So thank you for that. So that little spot is like, so far I've done that twice, and they've not bothered me way until like I saw trucks. But I mean, the door, I was in front of a door, but I don't think there's a lot of people in there. I think it's just kind of a storage area there, which is really good. But I see to see one truck come up, and I came out. I was just waking up. I got into the door, and I pick up into the door. Came inside, didn't even look my way, and said, "Okay, perfect, thank you." So that's where I slept last night. And then now I got this cart now behind the bike, It's really heavy because it's got like, I even brought, just in case I couldn't get back into the storage unit, I just wanted to take I want one little drum, that little African drum, the talking drum, and I bought my didgeridoo, the one that the agave one that I feel the most comfortable playing, and really, so I brought those two as the only two things that I could kind of fit else other than like in essentials in this little like, beach cart that's attached to my bicycle that keeps on falling apart. The attachments to that, because it's not really made for that, so I had to kind of makeshift something to make it work, and it seems to be working for a while. Then everything rattles too much, and all the screws come out loose, and then everything is like, oh shit! I gotta stop it. And I gotta remember to have all the tools with me to be able to tighten everything up. I'm just saying, this is poverty, man. This is homelessness. Oh, but you chose it. No, I decided not to fucking work into the system that I consider being a slave to. Ever again. You understand? That's what it is. Stop telling me to go get a fucking job, assholes. I don't want to work in the system that is enslaving me and the rest of humanity. Get it? So now I'm back at Target parking lot tonight. I see how long I can stay here for. I can't put a tent up, that's for sure. I put a tent up, and the property manager happens to be out at 1 o'clock coming from his prostitute. Officers, I was coming from a prostitute out here at the Chalet, and I ended up seeing somebody sleeping in my parking lot, and with a tent. I would like them to be removed immediately, okay? And this is a pretty girl. And then you can ask her if she can be a prostitute and come over to my house. So I won't be doing that. So I'm gonna just try keeping the cart here. I got a tarp just in case it rains. My concern is the rain. That's why I got a really big tarp, and if anything, I just put the big tarp over everything. I learned that Occupy. Big tarp over everything. Just sit underneath here until it stops raining. Because in Occupy, for the first month, they did not let us put a tarp in. And it wasn't until Jesse Jackson got involved they're gonna tear down the one tent that's in the park. And Jesse Jackson came in the park. He was there. Just he wrapped his arms around. Hey, everybody wrapped around. He's like, no. And a whole bunch of like 40 fucking armed like militia type fucking riot squad type cops were just like standing there like, what do we do? Do we beat Jesse Jackson or not? And they just turned around and walked away. And after that day, thank you, Mr. Jackson, for being in that park that day. We were able to do tents. It was about a month into it, and we were able to do tents. And after that, I just went tent crazy. Everybody's filling 3-level tents, 3-level tents, and it was beautiful, man. It was a good thing. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. So that's the same issues that I'm having here. I learned like, if you got a tent, man, just have a big tarp ready, just put it over everything. Block all the way away, and then afterwards just dry up as soon as the sun comes out. So, that's what I'm doing now, and just chilling with my very inexpensive concentrates, marijuana concentrates. What would you like today? We have on the plate. This strain is very good. It's $3,500 an ounce. Here you go for this strain. But oh boy, one little, and you're like, woohoo! See what happens when you fucking profit off of something like a plant that was given to God to us for healing, and some assholes fucking decide to make it illegal and then make it legal, not decriminalize it, make it legal. You know what the difference between legal and decriminalizing it? Decriminalizing it allows you to have it, and don't worry, go ahead, enjoy. Just like oregano. Let's see. Legalizing it is like, ooh, the government has their own little money in the pocket, so then everything has to be up for the price, and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, how much? Oh shit! I still can't grow it, right? Okay. Well, I guess maybe if I cross into Colorado, I'll take a trip to Colorado and back. That'll be cheaper than buying it from you. So, that's what I'm doing tonight. Got my trusty nightstick, just in case. you know. And I don't know. See what happens, man. I guess signing out. I'm gonna be losing everything by the again. I lost everything. It's like, okay, let's say I lost my girlfriend, which I'm what? My house, my business, my car, my bike. Then I got one other. I think I got it back. The only thing I got back is my bike. What's that last thing I was talking about? That I just lost? All my stuff again that I lost when I lost my business, but then, oh no, put it in here, we'll save it for you, I'll pay for it, don't worry. Yeah, I paid for it. I paid for it. Guarantee you, I paid for it. So this is me kind of signing out for the night, and I guess, I don't know if I get any inspiration to do some light art. I might do it. I might attract no attention because I am going to try to maybe like put the sleeping bag out here around by these trees, and they seem like they're protecting me. So you know, it's like when I'm in this little corner, everything else, I feel like almost like I'm invisible. You guys doing that for me? Thank you. Thank you. And that's unless I'm making a lot of noise. Activism style. Because if I make a lot of noise, activism style, then all of a sudden within like 5 minutes I got cops. I did that the other day when I was playing the music. I was playing like I came here, I had the court, the two tickets that they were substance and CBDs and the stuff that you could sell they sell in any store around here, but you can't have it like in your car or on your person. It's illegal to have it in your car on your person because the intent is, but they sell it in any of these places. But the intent that you have is to sell it, to do the CBD, and they're selling it. That you could be using it for anything. Yeah, like marijuana. Like I know, I smoke these. I smoke the concentrates, or like my version of the concentrates. And the things that they smoke other things in, because in here if you smoke them, it's the same. It's actually better than with that rig that costs you like $90. That rig, costs you like $90 for that thing. So we have one that's $187 here. It's just beautiful, and you get the you can't afford it. Over there we have the small little ones. If you go, these are actually better because they end up charboiling this. And then a little bit of the wax or the concentrate, whatever it is, you put it on there, smoke it up, and boom, it's just as good as everything else. You heat that up too, and you just boom, and it's like instead of $90 or $187 for that fucking thing, really, man. Shit, if I had the money I had the money to buy that thing, I would buy better of this stuff instead of scraping it off the bottom of my pipe. You know that pipe your boy sold me for saying, yeah, I just broke it and then I scraped all a bunch of shit off of it and I'm smoking it up. I can't buy another one because it's too expensive. $187 for that shit, really, man? Wow. Why? It's just precisely made to order and then you get the suction is just, it's perfect. So why aren't they all like that? Why don't you give them to everybody for free? I'm sorry. There's not. If you can afford it, please. We have the other hour. They have these down there. Just for your go over there, please. There's our customers behind you, real customers. Go. How much it sucks that if you smoke, waking up the next day and you don't have a fucking cigarette and you don't got a fucking dime to even buy a fucking Lucy, which is like 75 cents. Used to be a dime, now it's 75 cents. Because these things that they tax. Woo! Now everything is like $2 more. What? $2 more for a pack? Yeah, because we don't want you smoking, okay? Well, how about breathing in the carbon, the shit coming out of those cars, man? Because that's probably more poisonous than these things. These things have been around for thousands of years. That's 50 years. We're dying of cancer not because of lung cancer, because of these, probably because of those. Don't worry, it's tea, not anything hard. I don't drink white man's poison. Thank you. I do plant medicine, Your Honor. So I don't know. That's it, I guess. I don't even remember what else I was talking about. It just, at least I can get this all out on camera and on video, and it's on YouTube, so at least, I have a record of it, so it's like, okay. Because I personally believe that I haven't gone into that because I just don't want. There's things like, oh, you can do the DNA test. I just don't want. I know already. It doesn't matter. I don't have to spend $90 on a test to tell me that these people are not my family. I really, honestly, man. They not the way she's treating me is like, now. If I had a fucking $450,000 house and $90,000 car, I would not let my brother fucking sleep on the goddamn fucking street. Just because I think you should go, okay? But I've been doing this since I was 14 years old, and I'm a shaman. Oh, yeah, it's just crazy, John. It's just crazy things. It's with Catholics, right? You're born, you go to hell, you live, and you work. Like, where you do? I've been working since 11. So have I. That's how young they made us work, remember? Because we had to give half at the mama. So everybody in the family, it's just how it goes. So they can eat, everybody can eat, and they can go to Italy, fucking, wow, bags and bags of shit you bring it over there, really? What the fuck, man? Coffee galore, I mean, what the willy? And I gotta fucking work, I gotta give you half of my fucking salary, and you can't afford to buy a $50 sneakers? Back then, it was 87, $50 sneakers, like, ooh, what's expensive, too much, maybe you go to work, and you got the sneakers, huh? So I just have a feeling that it wasn't them that said, it was my sister that said, I know he's had so many problems with the police. He's for a whole bunch of times. It's like I think maybe you should just. I want to cancel it, but I don't want to he doesn't want to take me canceling it because he's going to blame me for losing all this stuff. So he can get the money somehow if he has to. But I think I'm just going to tell him that I'm just going to forget the contract, and then I think because he does drugs and he's just got a lot of problems. He gets arrested, he's just got a lot of problems. So I don't really think I want to even I've been doing him a favor and paying for him, I think it's time, and the guy's like, okay, I was just telling you just be careful next time, and okay, and it's like, all right, and why? Because you're not gonna be issuing a summons or anything. I was like, oh no, we don't do that, man. We're just warning you about not doing it again. And if it happens over and over again, and really, if it happens a few more times, we're gonna have to tell you. Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell him, and but I'm gonna tell him that you guys are going. I don't really care. Do whatever you want to do. If you don't want to pay for next month, then just take your stuff out by the end of the month. All right? Thank you. Nice talking to you now. Bye. That's how it went. I said, I'm telling you, they don't want. I begged them for you to have them to come in. I begged them for you to stay at least another month or something, and they said no, we can't. We have the police come over here and blah 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 and blah blah blah. I don't know how that is. I wasn't in part of the conversation, but I just something about my sister or whatever she calls herself. She calls my sister, which she calls herself to me. We have the same last fucking name. I don't even understand why, because we're another thing alike, absolutely nothing alike. Nobody in my family might like anybody. Do you understand? That's why I don't think I am theirs. In any way, shape, or form. Excuse me. So I'm gonna so I believe that she actually cut the cord, and that's fine. I didn't. So too bad I'm gonna lose whatever. But at least I sold a lot of my stuff, and it went to hopefully to good people. Most of the people I sold I know, and I appreciate them buying it and using it and taking the stuff that I did with those bowls and those instruments for the last 8 years, and then extending them to everywhere else in the world. That is bringing me happiness and joy. Even though I'm losing, I lost a lot of instruments, and I lost a lot of money. I bought it for a lot more than I sold them for, because I needed the money to survive, and I did. I'm down to almost nothing left anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I have some stuff left, a few things left, but at the end of the month, I don't have, and I'm not gonna. I'm gonna take cart rides from here to somewhere in the park, and then put like put a canvas over until the cops tell me to leave. This thing over it until what am I gonna do with it, man? I don't have a place. I don't have money to go to another storage unit and say I don't have credit to do it. And what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna beg for money to do that shit. So the bottom line is that then I lose it all. I lose the rest of it, and that's in my life. So my girlfriend, my girl, 7 years. My house, yeah, it was my house too. That's worth a lot more money now, and a lot more money. And when I wanted to sell it, when you were trying to throw me out, you said no. I just give you some money, and the money was like, all right, give me compared to what it's worth and what it's actually being sold for now, because of the work that I did and you did and I helped you do, and I remember fucking carrying a lot of goddamn rocks to that backyard, breaking my fucking ass. So lost my house, my business. 6 years there, 8 years in total. Now I don't feel like doing it. Why should I heal anybody? I'm sick of fucking people. I'm sick of this whole civilization. To me is completely and utterly worthless. And if you don't feel the same way, you're the problem, and you're one of the people that I don't like. Well, that's it. Sorry, I'm sorry to say I don't like you, but I don't. And if there was a gun up there, he wouldn't like you either, because you're not doing anything about it. Get it? It's like you had a fucking cut on your foot. And you just let it be, and hopefully it'll get better, as long as you have the other foot to walk on. Jiu-jitsu. Crisp knew to it. Mr. Lincoln, breed the slaves, and then feed the slaves, and then boom, slave masters turned into what? Business owners, and then slaves became employees, and then saved them and put them into another prison. Thank you, Mr. Lincoln. Ooh. So I don't believe they did. I don't believe she did it. I'm not gonna ask. I went in today, and the guy, I left my key on, and he was walking around, and he put a lock in there, and he locked it with another key, and I went, oh shit, I came out the outside, and I'm sorry, I thought maybe it's like, oh shit, maybe they're trying to get my stuff and keep it there until something happens, or get me thrown out. I'll go up there, no, we just walk around, if we don't see a lock in there, we just put it in there, I'll come out and get it in a few minutes. Okay, thank you, all right, no problem. A few minutes came, you unlock, yeah, okay, take it anybody. They weren't mean to me at all. Like, you got cops here. None of that happened. So I'm like, strange that I just got kicked out. That's fine. Hey, well, I would do the same thing if I was you. If I was paying for you, and you didn't know, go away. Okay, go hang out with my sister. Go hang out in a corner somewhere, and just try not to reproduce, though. Okay, please try not to reproduce. Well, it doesn't really matter because you guys got 2 years, 2 or 3 years left. So, good luck with that. Good luck with that. And namaste.